I mean, isn't it amazing that some people assume that all married people feel totally great companionship all the time? I've met a lot of lonely married people because we can feel lonely in a relationship. We can feel lonely in a marriage. We can feel lonely in a crowded room. We can feel lonely in prison. We can feel lonely in a big city or a small town. We can feel lonely in a fraternity, a sorority. We can feel lonely in a position of celebrity. You feel lonely in leadership. You can feel lonely even as part of a big family. Just because you have a big family doesn't mean that you don't feel lonely, because you are unique. You can be in a big family and yet still feel isolated, that nobody even understands you, even in your big family, even in your sorority, even among your co-workers. Loneliness is therefore, it's a state of mind. It's an emotion that is brought on by feelings of separation from other human beings. It's a feeling. Loneliness is a feeling that creates a perspective in you. And so the sense of isolation is deeply felt by people who are lonely. When was the last time that you stopped to evaluate your life? When was the last time that you stopped to evaluate your life? I mean, have you thought about the fact that in creation, as God created the earth on the first day, at the end of that day, God stopped and evaluated his own work, and he said, "It is good." And the second day, God stopped and evaluated, "It is good." And the third day, he stopped and evaluated his work and said, "It is good." Isn't it good to stop? Now, if God himself stopped on a daily basis and evaluated the effectiveness and the productivity of his day, he didn't wait to the end of the week. He didn't wait until every day. At the end of every day, we are created in the image after the likeness of the Almighty God, who stopped at the end of every day and evaluated the effectiveness and the productivity of the day. How much more should we? When was the last time that you stopped in your time of being alone with your mind racing in 1,000 different directions and just quieted yourself to just be still and know that he is God? May I just say to you that dimensions of my personality are totally introverted. I refuel and restore and renew in solitude. Solitude is a beautiful thing. It's not a negative thing. I'm okay being alone. I'm okay eating by myself from time to time. I'm okay. I like my own company. I don't deal with self-hatred or poor self-image. So I'm okay. I rebuild in that time of just quieting down when I don't have anything else. When I go places and minister, there are other extroverts refuel being with people. I go back to my room. I'm in the quietness of that time, that in peace my soul is restored. In the tranquility of peace, I'm rebuilt, I'm renewed, and we have to be able to come at the end of the day and evaluate some time. But God, in all of the 7 days of creation, God stopped at the end of it and said, "It is good, it is good, it is good." The created man, it is very good. And the first time that God said something was not good is when God said, "It is not good that the man should be alone." The first time in God's evaluation of what he had created that he said something is not good, he recognized loneliness in the man, because although there were fish, there's only so much fellowship you can have with a goldfish. There's only so much fellowship you can have with a canary. There's only so much fellowship that you can have with a cat or with a dog. There's only so much fellowship. And God looked over his day and he said, "This is not good that the man should be alone. The first time that God ever spoke the words, "It's not good," was when man was alone. That's not good. All of these serial killers and the guys that go off and do heinous crimes, nobody saw it coming, but they were twisted and they felt isolated, rejected, not accepted by the crowd, and they were a wounded soul. We've got to be able to recognize people that are on the periphery. You have to understand that the devil, as a ravenous wolf, when he goes after the sheep, he's not coming after the sheep that's close into the pack, the ones that have gotten connected in a small group and who will open their lives and share in fellowship. He comes to the ones that are on the fringes, on the periphery. They are the stragglers that are not in with the pack. These are the ones that are straggling alone, and the devil comes telling them, "Psst, psst, psst, you know, nobody care about you. These folk don't like you. Look at them." And he starts talking to people that are marginalized, people that are on the outskirts of life. Those are the ones that he starts. Nobody loves you. You know, these people that don't accept you anyway, just do what you want to do. Just rebel. Be ugly. Go ahead and do it, because it doesn't matter. They don't love you anyway. You're all alone. Something is wrong with you. You don't fit into their world. And he's looking for somebody. You can't do that to people that are nestled together in the pack when you are part of the flock. And that's the danger of being a straggler, not wanting to come into the fellowship, in the fellowship of the believers, into the koinonia where you open your life and they can help you with the perspective, because loneliness will distort your perspective and you'll be living on a feeling that's not even a fact. And so you need to be connected to somebody that can give you a balanced perspective and said, "Sweetheart, that's just the way you feel. You're not alone. There are people that like you. There are people that would want to be your friend." And so you need somebody as the counterbalance to that in their life. And so when was the last time that you just stopped and evaluated your life?